It really is a big deal. She votes against fair pay for women. She votes against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which is just basically protecting us from domestic abuse and stalking. She thinks that if you're a gay couple, or even if you look like a gay couple, you should be allowed to be kicked out of a restaurant. It's really basic human rights, and it's right and wrong at this point. And I can't see another commercial and see her disguising these policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. I live in Tennessee. I am Christian. That's not what we stand for.
She's not a Christian!
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, I actually wanted to talk about this because we have Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And if you guys don't know, Travis Kelce is the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they are dating now, all right? And they've been trending. Their relationship has been trending. And on social media, you see sisters, black women who are upset that Travis Kelce, a white man, is dating a white woman. Why? Because he previously dated black women, and his swag or the way that he carries himself is that of a white guy kind of. I'm not gonna say he's trying to mimic black guys, but what I think it is he plays football, and we all know that football is pretty much dominated by black men. So in order to fit in with his teammates, he kind of has to put on that black swag. And that's probably a part of his personality. But ultimately, he's going to revert back to that white boy swag at the end of the day. And, that's pretty much what it is. It was a phase. And now that he has gone to the NFL, now that he's made it, now that he is pretty much an alpha on the team, he doesn't really have to mold to anybody else's frame. He can pretty much be himself, and now he has gone through the phase of dating sisters, and now he's reverting back to dating white women. So a lot of black women are upset because they felt like he was their hope, okay? He was their savior. He was their white zaddy. He was, the ideal example of the divester or divested movement. So they were looking to him to kind of be an example of white men who were interested in black women, when we all know that, unfortunately, at least, in regards to dating apps, they are the least desired. So now they're looking to him and they're like, oh, this really high value, desirable, rich football player, athlete, white guy is into black women. We think that we're one up now. But in all actuality, it pretty much, I'm not saying that he wasn't attracted to them. I think he was. And the women that he dated were, pretty attractive. But I think ultimately he isn't really into the demeanor, the attitude. And with his last girlfriend, you could see that leaking out because he was very frugal with her, okay? He made her prove that strong and independent stuff. And that's literally why they broke up, because he wasn't tricking on her. He wasn't spinning a bag on her. He made her pay for dates and all that kind of stuff. So he was being, he's basically, and this is what he learned from black guys, which I think is true. And this is why, I kind of, there's things that I disagree with Travis Kelce about, and I'm not going to get into them on this video. But when it comes to the game, when it comes to this red vitamin, I think he's pretty red vitamin, and he is actually going against the stereotype or the narrative that white men are the most blue vitamin geographically in the world by far, and it's not even close, okay? He is changing that mold because He made her pay for everything, all right? And he made her pay for dates. He made her pay for food. He made her pay for, when they got together, they were splitting bills 50-50. And I respect the hell out of that, especially given how much money he has. So he's very frugal with his money. And we all know that most of these women, especially the sisters, I'm not saying that they didn't find him attractive, but let's keep it a buck. These sisters, they want black men, okay? And if they can't get black men, they, are going to deal with this guy. But this guy doesn't want anything long-term with them. And he made them do things that a homosexual black man would make them do, like paying for bills and paying for dates and he basically acted like he didn't have any money with them, and they accepted it. Why? I think because he was white. I genuinely believe that they accepted the quote unquote what they call the bare minimum just because he was white. If a black man were to do the same thing, but think of it, a rich black man who's not tricking. What did Young Miami say? Oh, you rich and you ain't a trick? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, right? So they're expecting us to trick on them. And, black men do their fair share of tricking. But that's an issue in the community, and that's why we can't build generational wealth. Whereas you see Travis Kelce, he's like, I ain't finna pay for this meal. You strong and independent, ain't you? You got your own business, ain't you? Well, you're gonna put up half the bills. So I do respect the hell out of that, and that just shows you that he does have the game. He is kind of red vitamin. He does have his finger on the pulse. He understands how the streets work. And how did he learn how the streets work? From black men. Let's keep it a buck. He figured out and learned how to date not only black women, but other races of women through black men, through hanging out with his teammates, through chilling with his teammates, through playing football and being around the most dominant, the most alpha, the most physically and the most physically fit, and the guys who get laid the most. Let's keep it a buck. If you want to talk about football, baseball, and basketball, I'm not gonna lie, basketball probably got it, but football is a close second, okay? So you have to understand that. And now he's dating Taylor Swift, okay? Now here's how the dynamics change. He's dating a woman who probably has more money than he does, okay? So I would assume that he's still using the homosexual game, and he's dating Taylor Swift because she doesn't look physically like his type. Maybe he had a childhood crush on her, maybe something like that. I don't know, but it just physically, it just doesn't look like the type of woman that he goes for. He usually looks for more curvaceous women than Taylor Swift. Obviously more melanated, more tan. But I genuinely think that he's into all women, all races of women. But I think being with Taylor Swift is strategic. So there's many different factors that go into him dating her. But what I want to harp on is her mindset. Who is Taylor Swift? What is her mindset? And politically, she leans left, all right? So this means that she is a feminist. She's been talking about Scooter Braun, and Scooter Braun obviously bought her catalog, which that transaction was funded by the Soros family. So essentially, she pretty much got her masters not stolen, because she sold them willingly, or signed away the rights to her masters willingly. But she's in a dispute with her over her masters and whatnot. And that has really put a battery in her back when it comes as it pertains to feminism. So now she's standing 10 toes. Like every award show, she's talking about, patriarchal men who are these white men in business suits who are getting over on entertainers and all this kind of stuff. But my thing is, like, for one, don't you have a team around you who are basically telling you what to do? They probably advised you to sell your masters. As a matter of fact, you probably took a big payout. I think she did actually take a big payout for her masters. So you can't just sell your masters and be like, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I want it back. No, that's not how it works. And you're starting to see that she made an unwise decision. She's regretting that decision. And now she's crying about it and blaming men and blaming the patriarchy. Well, it's not the patriarchy's fault. It's that you have no business acumen. Look at Chris Brown. Chris Brown owns his masters, and Chris Brown has an expansive catalog. I mean, hell, if you line up all the music that he has, we'll be sitting here for days because he's got so much music and he owns his masters. See, that is something that you innately have to feel. That's a call that you, man, I'm not going to give away my blood, sweat, and tears. Look at Russ, okay? There's so many other artists who own their masters. There's other women who own their masters as well in the entertainment space. But because you are uneducated, you didn't do your research, you didn't do your due diligence, you don't have any business acumen, you're not apt to running a business, you're just an entertainer, all right? So now she's starting to understand the business side, 15, 20 years into her career. Okay, this is something that a lot of musicians, and it's not just women, it's men too, especially black rappers. Okay, these are guys who have issues with this as well. But you know, my point is, she is a feminist, she is a leftist, and if Travis Kelce decides to marry her, you're gonna see problems in that relationship and a pending divorce.
The other thing, just from a security
So you
standpoint,
think
Taylor Swift comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history. And if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
Taylor, here's the problem.
I just want to read you what I wrote, and I'm going to try to start. I just really want you to know that this is important to me.
I
this
totally
is something
agree with the issue.
Have you heard first?
Yes, I've read the entire thing, and the bottom line right now, I'm terrified. I'm the guy that went out and bought armored cars.
I worry for her safety as much as anybody does, maybe more. It really is a big deal. She votes against fair pay for women. She votes against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which is just basically protecting us from domestic abuse and stalking. She votes, she thinks that if you're a gay couple, or even if you look like a gay couple, you should be allowed to be kicked out of a restaurant. It's really basic human rights, and it's right and wrong at this point, and I can't see another commercial and see her disguising these policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. I live in Tennessee. I am Christian. That's not what we stand for. I need to do this. I need you to I need you to forgive me for doing it, because I'm doing it.
All right, first of all, guys, let me tell you something. Taylor Swift claims to be a Christian. Let me not pull out my damn Bible. do not let me come over here start preaching and evangelizing. Taylor Swift is not a Christian. She is a Satanist. I'm gonna stand on that till the day I die. If you look at the imagery in her music videos, if you look at the different images that she depicts in her album covers, guys, I mean, she's seen doing the one-eyed symbolism. She's seen with the checkerboard floors. She's seen, in a satanic garb. At one of her concerts, they were all dressed up as demons, and it had nothing to do with the music. Taylor Swift is not no damn Christian. So, I mean, she can say, yeah, I'm a Christian, whatever. But she's really not a Christian. This is all cap. And this is what a lot of these entertainers do for fans. The fact that she is defending LGBT and then claiming to be Christian is literally a contradiction. See, here's the thing. If she is a Christian, which I don't believe she's a Christian, I genuinely believe that she's a Satanist, but let's just say, hey, if she is a Christian, then let me tell you what. She is a lukewarm Christian at best. Guys, y'all have to understand that women are not conservative. Stop with the BS, okay? Stop trying to make them conservative. Stop trying to say, oh, the traditional woman, the traditional wife. They do not exist anymore, okay? I don't know how many times I have to explain this to you guys. She claims to be traditional. She claims to be Christian, yet she's advocating for LGBT. Yet she is pro-choice. Yet she is, what else? She said, I don't know, some violence against women act. Dude, are you kidding me? The laws on the books are already set in stone. It's already illegal to assault women. It's also illegal to assault another man. What else do you want? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what the hell else are you asking for? It's absolutely insane. It doesn't make sense. And this is what liberal women do. They want to create laws after laws after laws. Well, ban this, ban that. Then it comes to, you can't say this and you can't say that. They're going to create all of these different type of ideas and policies in their head to restrict free speech, to restrict freedom. And that's just what, liberals do, especially liberal women, because they genuinely, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she thinks that she's doing the wrong thing. I'm not saying she has nefarious intent in her political leanings. What I'm telling you is they literally think that they're doing the right thing when they're doing the absolute wrong thing, okay? The fact that she has this much money, understands how business works, understands how politicians work, understands the landscape from a bird's eye view, and is still voting for the left, tells you everything you need to know, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous, okay? And it's so funny because she's voting for the left. She's voting for Democrats who are funded. Most of these Democrats are funded by George Soros, who also funded the purchasing of your masters. So like I said, these women, they just don't understand business, because you're over here, you're upset that your masters got bought by Scooter Braun, and that transaction was funded by Soros, and then you're gonna go out and vote for Soros-funded DAs. You're gonna go out and vote for Soros-funded congressmen, Soros-funded congresswomen. You're gonna go out and vote for the Democrats who are being funded by George Soros, and you're also mad at George Soros for buying your masters. I mean, she literally, I don't know if this is just a cognitive dissonance or a lack of connecting the dots, or just plain IQ is just on low, okay? Or maybe all that cocaine that she's been snorting. But it's just like, how do you not put the dots together? How do you not put the pieces of the puzzle together? She's literally slow as hell. It doesn't make sense. So I definitely wanted to break that down. And then the next video that I'm gonna make is on a sister who claimed that she dated Travis Kelce and that he is a cheater. We're gonna get into that. You already know my stance on that situation, so we're gonna break that down in the next video. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to email down below. The screenshot of your CashApp, so I know you're paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking with the BS, and you already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.